Are you tired of doing endless crunches and just not seeing the results you want? Well, in this explainer, we are going to break down the science-backed secrets to finally losing that stubborn belly fat. And the best part, you can do it all without ever setting foot in a gym. Okay, let's get right into it.
You know, it really is the ultimate fitness puzzle, isn't it? You feel like you're doing everything right, but that area around your middle just seems to have a mind of its own. Well, the answer really lies in understanding that not all fat is created equal. The real solution comes from targeting a very specific type of fat, the one that's actually a threat to your health.
So what are these different types of fat? And why is one so much more important to focus on than the other? Let's take a closer look. Because honestly, understanding this one distinction is the key that unlocks everything else we're about to talk about.
Okay, so here's the thing. The most dangerous fat is the stuff you can't even see. It's called visceral fat. It's this hidden layer that wraps itself around your vital organs, your liver, your intestines. You can think of this fat as this little rogue factory inside you that's constantly pumping out harmful substances that can mess with your hormones and lead to really serious health problems down the line.
And this really puts it into perspective. Over on the right, you've got subcutaneous fat. That's the stuff right under your skin, the fat you can actually pinch. Yeah, it can be annoying, but it's not the main villain here. The real enemy is on the left, that visceral fat. That is our target, and the blueprint we're about to build is designed specifically to take it down.
So, how in the world do we actually get rid of this dangerous visceral fat? Well, the answer isn't about punishing yourself with workouts. It all starts with our non-gym blueprint, which is built on 3 really simple but incredibly powerful foundational pillars.
And here they are: strategic eating, quality sleep, and stress management. I want you to think of these as the 3 legs of a stool. If you neglect even one of them, the whole system gets wobbly and, frankly, ineffective. But when all 3 are strong, you create this incredibly stable foundation for fat loss that actually lasts.
First up, strategic eating. Now, this isn't about deprivation, it's about making smart swaps. It means trading things like sugary drinks and white bread for whole foods that actually fuel your body. You know, bumping up your protein and fiber is a game changer for keeping you full, while things like fatty fish and yogurt can help reduce inflammation and support your gut health. And seriously, don't forget water. It's so simple but so crucial.
Now for pillar number 2, sleep. And I'm telling you, this is completely non-negotiable. Skimping on sleep is like pouring gasoline on the belly fat fire. See, when you get less than 7 hours a night, your body can release a flood of the stress hormone cortisol, which basically screams at your body to store fat, right where you don't want it. And this quote from Dr. Richard Chaturvedi explains the science behind it perfectly. Let me just break it down for you. When you're stressed out, cortisol floods your system. Then when you stress-eat sugary foods, your insulin spikes. And that combination, cortisol plus insulin, creates this perfect storm for belly fat. It literally activates an enzyme that tells your body, hey, start storing fat around the middle. It's a biological 1-2 punch that we have to interrupt.
Okay, so we've laid the foundation, right? We're going to quiet that hormonal storm with diet, sleep, and stress management. Now we can layer in some smart, targeted movements. And this is all about working efficiently, not just trying to work harder. And we're going to start with probably the most underrated tool in the entire toolbox: walking. Seriously, don't think of a brisk walk as some punishing workout. Think of it as a gentle nudge that gets your metabolism moving in the right direction. It's that consistent, low-intensity movement that your body needs to start efficiently burning that deep, visceral fat. All right, let's get into some targeted work. This is the dead bug. The real key here is to move slowly and with control. You want to keep your lower back pressed firmly into the floor as you lower your opposite arm and leg. This forces you to engage your deep core muscles, your internal corset, instead of just cheating with your hip flexors. This is pure foundational core strength right here.
Next up, we have a move that's kind of like a plank on steroids, the plank with shoulder taps. The moment you lift one hand, you're challenging your body's stability. Your core has to fire like crazy to keep your hips perfectly still and stop them from twisting. This is how you build true functional stability that protects your spine. And finally, we have this single leg glute bridge. I want you to think of your core as a chain that wraps all the way around your body. A strong core isn't just about six-pack abs, it's about strengthening every single link in that chain. This move powers up your glutes and your lower back, creating this solid, supportive structure for your entire torso.
All right, so we've covered the science and the strategy. So, are you ready to actually put it all together into a simple, sustainable plan that will finally help you get where you want to go? Let's do it. Just look at how manageable this is. This isn't some radical, crazy overhaul. It's about small, daily wins that build on each other. A walk on Monday, a simple drink swap on Tuesday. I mean, just imagine how you'll feel after just 1 week of these consistent actions. You're going to have more energy, you'll be sleeping better, and you'll be well on your way to a stronger, healthier you.
And that really brings us to the most important mindset shift of all. Instead of just chasing some unrealistic idea of a flat stomach, let's reframe the goal. Let's focus on building a body that's strong, that's healthy, and that's capable of doing all the things you love, whether that's playing with your kids or just moving through your day feeling great. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. Please don't try to do everything at once. Just look at this blueprint and ask yourself, what is the one small thing you can start this week? Because that first step, that's where the real transformation begins. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. You've got this.